We gonna try something new. Last time I did a podcast over at my job. Ooh. It's been quite some time. That's for certain. So, what I'm about to do is find a spot for us to do this podcast and we go get it cracking. We'll have fun with it and things of that nature. So stay tuned for it, ladies and gents, because it's going to be a classic. And the only reason why I'm doing this early is because I'm taking care of business later on today, so I ain't tried to do the chat. Look at the thing like, what the hell's going on? So you might hear some noise in the background and things of that nature. Don't even pay attention to it. That's just the sounds of whatever. This thing is art. Some piece of metal crap or whatever. Nevertheless, though, ladies and gents, stay tuned because you guys are truly going to enjoy what I have to say today for this podcast. Like I said before, it's going to be a classic. So most definitely, you might want to take a seat for this. Now, I was going to play some of the instrumentals for the next album on here, but unfortunately, already popped up my little Google Drive for me trying to get the music. It doesn't show the actual recent folder that I have for the iPad stuff, so I won't be able to play any other tracks just now. That will have to be later, so my apologies on that. But it's cool, I got some other tracks to play in the background for you guys, so don't worry about it. Continue on with the music. Nevertheless, so we're going to get into the show today because it's going to be a great one. If you guys haven't seen the movie Black Panther, I highly suggest you guys go see it today. Most definitely, I'm hearing from the homies and things that it is a classic. So, yeah. I think you guys should go ahead and get in your grind and just do what y'all need to do. With that, though, let's get on with today's show. Let's hit with some music. Let's go. So, ladies and gents, good morning. It's 6:35 a.m. in the morning. February 16, 2018. With your host, Q Moore, known as Chinchilla Q of HipRockerProductionsCM.com. Here at my job at LAX doing this podcast. So this podcast is actually my real work. This, if I'm not mistaken, let me take a look at what sessions this is because sometimes I tend to forget. Today, ladies and gents, is week 89, sessions 431 to 435. For this week of February 12th through the 16th. So we about to go on with the podcast, with the exposure for, start working everything. So with that, let's go on and hit it. So for this past Monday, February 12, 2018, Blessed Mondays, I said, go back to it, the return of the regular schedule. Other than that, fear will motivate you to accomplish great things. So check this out. So for this week, we got right back to the regular schedule and everything else like that. And so that's been pretty cool since we right back to the regular schedule. Now, since we back to the regular schedule, doing the video podcasts on Tuesdays. Give a clap for that. Yes. I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. So from that to doing, the regular podcast we're doing for Cool Minute every Friday, the regular schedule is now back. We want to come back for a long time. But for that post, though, I said that fear will motivate you to do great things. Now, the reason behind it is because we as human beings, we tend to have a whole lot of fear when it comes to a whole lot of things that's not under our control. So what we tend to do is that we let fear override the greatness that is within us. But fear is also a motivator for us to push forward and make things happen. But when we do make things happen, the things will truly come together. So whatever you're fearful about, it's always best to let fear be your greatest motivator, so that way you continue to push forward in life. Let's continue. And I need to put this on vibrate real quick, so I won't get distracted. Alright. So, and I just had it. So for February 13, 2018 on the Grind Tuesdays, 4 words. What is your why? Really do think about that. What is your why? What is your why to the things that you do? I mentioned this before in my motivational mixtape with the same title, What is your why? About a year ago, around this time about a year ago. But the reason why I'm bringing it back is because I want to know and ask you guys this: what is your why to the things that you do on a daily? What is your why to the things to which, when you wake up in the morning, you're able to go ahead and take care of business? What is your why? What's your why that keeps you pushing on, trying to get to the status of being rich or just having freedom life? What is your why from that? Once you know what your why is, then your motivation will continue to push. So always remember that. Let's continue. So for February 14, 2018, Motivational Wednesdays, I said, know that you can do amazing things, for the word can't should not be in your vocabulary. You see, most of you guys tend to always say, I can't do this, I can't do that. Wherever you say the word can't, you're limited yourself on the greatest abilities that you can do. Wherever you say you can't do something, you're basically just telling yourself that you're not good enough to take care of needs to be taken care of. Whenever you say the word can't, you tend to fall off and not fully grasp that the word can't is a limiter. It breaks you down. And then you get lazy and you don't want to do what needs to be done. So you need to eliminate the word can't from your vocabulary and start saying that you can do certain things, that you can accomplish great things, that you can go ahead and make things happen, and that you guys hear in the background the aircraft coming in, but at the same time you say that you can take care of business of which you need to take care of and not run away from it, which most of you guys are doing, wherever you limit yourself to saying can't, and that's not cool. So never limit yourself to what you can do. Always go ahead and make things happen for the benefit of not just yourself, but for the benefit of your future. your legacy. So make sure you eliminate the word can't. And also eliminate the word try. The great Master Yoda from Star Wars said, do. There is no try. And once you really start to understand that, then guess what? You start to understand a whole lot of things in a better light, better sense than what you may have done before. Let's continue. So on Black Panther Day, February 15th, 2018, Daily Tips Thursdays, I said go with your instincts sometimes, but never, if I could bring it back up though, but never fully go if your mind is corrupted. Let's break that down. Go with your instincts sometimes, but never fully go. Let me pull that up in our other thing. Oh, here we go. Go with your instincts sometimes, but never fully go if your mind is corrupted. Meaning, don't go all in. If you sensing something that's not right, and then all of a sudden, you know, wherever you're feeling, let me rephrase that. So what does that mean? What does that really mean? Go with your instincts sometimes and never fully go if your mind's corrupted. Let's say that you're feeling something in the air that doesn't seem right, but you just got done with a conversation with a certain individual, and somehow that conversation went sideways. So when it goes sideways, you know, you tend to be negative to things. What you don't want to do is that you don't want to go with a negative mindset and have your instincts tell you one thing, but your mind tell you another. So you want to be as clear-minded, clear, level-headed. So whatever instinct that you feeling, or wherever you feel in the air that doesn't feel right, you know how to computulate what's really going on around you, as opposed to just being upset and angry about something, to which with a corrupted and dark mind, you get into way more trouble and way more problems than you would if your mind was fully active and not in a destructive mode. So wherever you're feeling, just make sure that your mind is clear, not corrupted. Let's get on with the last post. So for today, Boss Status Fridays, February 16, 2018. Year of the Dog. Happy Lunar Year to those that celebrate it. Let's do Black History Month. Let's not get the game twisted out. I said it takes a village to build up a nation. In relation to that, it takes a strong person to build up their mindset, so that negative and destructive thoughts don't damage their purpose in life. It takes a village to build up a nation. At the same time, you can be in a village and you can build up a nation, but here's the thing. If your mindset is corrupted, you can't build nothing up. Period. Point blank. Take it from me. I speak it about myself on this too. When your mindset is corrupted, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot build up a village or a nation. You can do it in the corrupted sense, but we've seen before in the past from those that have done that, build empires off of lies, off of blood and things of that nature, that they tend to crumble and crash later on down the road. because all of the deeds that they had done against other folks has truly blindsided them to the point which once it got blindsided, they truly did see that the outcome of their demise will happen. So in order to build a village, in order to build a nation, you need to have a clear level mind to which you have a clear understanding. King Solomon is a great example of that. Of building up a nation by God's grace. By having a clear wisdom to understand situations and things. Wisest and very richest king of them all. Way richer than Bill Gates or anybody else of our time. Way richer than these companies that's making millions of dollars. Period. But at the same time though, ladies and gents, what you got to understand is that if you want to build a nation or build a village, make sure that your mindset is set higher as opposed to set on lower standards, lower things. Alright? So with that, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into today's This Morning podcast. It may seem short, but like I said, I'm at work, so want to make sure that we get this done ahead of time, just in case we're not able to do the podcast later on tonight. Video podcast would happen this Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. And also with that though, ladies and gents, I catch you guys on the flip side. Like I said, if you haven't seen the Black Panther movie, I suggest you go see it multiple times. At the same time, enjoy yourself. With that, your boy Chinchilla Q, also known as Q Moore, saying peace, sayonara. You guys can catch my website at hiprockerproductionsteam.com, hiprockerproductionsteam.com. Everything's been updated on the website, including a new preview track for the next instrumental album. I will be working on the website again to post up the mixtape, well, a preview for the mixtape. That's still coming soon, so stay tuned for that as well. And the next motivational mixtape will be coming soon. Not quite sure just yet, but it will be coming. So stay tuned for that. So with that though, ladies and gents, thank you guys for tuning into today's podcast. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. It's your boy Chinchilla Q, also known as Q Moore from hitrockerproductionsteam.com. Saying peace, sayonara, one love, I'm out, deuces.